Okay, let's play horse. Bitch, I'm gonna go look at the streams. 100 pack I can make on my day off. While we talk about money, I got.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy BreezyB, back with another video. Today, I have a reaction video of Hugh Jackman coming back, playing as the Wolverine. Oh my goodness! That man, I could never see nobody else playing Wolverine except for him, because he been playing Wolverine since what? I was like 4 years old or something. Like, this man played the first X-Men throughout, and he had a whole spin-off of Wolverine. It's like no one else could play Wolverine except for him. Like, it's hard, man. Like, you know, sometimes people won't have to move on, but you just gotta pray that the next person that fills his shoes, the next person that could play Wolverine could fill up his shoes, man. Because those are some big shoes to fill, man. Oh my gosh. But let's get into this video. And you already know, hit the like, hit the subscribe button where it says BreezyB. Join the family. Takes one click, 1 second to hit it. Alright, let's get it. Hey, bars.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always.
Okay.
My name's Michael Brown, aka Allfires, and I hope you guys had a great rest of your week.
I can't wait till that movie comes out.
2 days off. They were my first 2 days off at Everything Always since June of this year. Much needed, and there is still a ton to talk about for Spider-Man No Way Home between now and when the movie comes out, especially what was in that trailer. We've got some awesome videos coming on that this week. However, we have got to double back to a story that got released 3 or 4 days ago from an industry insider editorial indicating that Hugh Jackman was indeed returning to the MCU in Multiverse of Madness.
He returning.
Some details to boot about the character.
Multiverse
Yes,
Madness.
This report has continued to surface again and again since late 2020.
Okay.
We covered it every single time. Sir Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman even coming out and confirming Kevin Feige met with them about coming back.
Wow.
Multiverse of Madness. Their emphatic answer.
I'm ready.
And always has
I'm
been
ready.
Absolutely not. However, there's a bunch of mounting evidence in the last couple of months that supports this, and we're going to break down everything in this newest report.
So
that
they probably...
Hugh Jackman is headed back to the MCU as a version of Wolverine with some details about the character in Multiverse of Madness.
probably not going to get
first,
him.
if you could consider hitting the subscribe
in the
button. We're still giving away now a PlayStation
what's that?
5
That
with
Wolverine
900,000
movie? I forgot the
subscribers,
other
which we
one.
should easily hit
But
by
they might get him
Wednesday.
while
All
he
you
was
have to
younger,
do,
like
hit that
probably in the
subscribe button,
X-Men
leave a
type,
comment
or
down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff
what's the other
there.
one?
So this is
The
where
last one you
someone
saw.
who's chronicled all the news stories for the last 3 years.
X-Men 3 or
MCU
something.
comes in really handy because I remember when this was all breaking in the developments throughout the last year. It first started in late 2020. This rumor popped up that Sir Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine were coming back to the MCU in Multiverse of Madness. And the reason there was any fuel on that fire is because it was around the same time we were starting to get reveals that the MCU may be recanonizing Sony's old Spider-Man universe. It would follow if they were doing that, they would at some point canonize the old Fox universes as well. Then literally a month later, in the middle of January, Professor X himself, Sir Patrick Stewart, revealed in an interview with a digital spy under the headline X-Men's Patrick Stewart reveals whether he'd play Professor X in the MCU. Quote, I met with Kevin Feige a couple of months ago, and this is what he went on to say. Quote, I met with Kevin Feige a couple of months ago, and we had long conversations, and there have been some moves and suggestions, which include Charles Xavier. Here's the problem. If we had not made Logan, then yes, I would probably be ready to get into that wheelchair one more time and be Charles Xavier. But Logan changed all that, and he goes on to tell the very well-known story that's pretty famous.
They're not gonna get him
point
from Logan though. I don't think
and
so.
Hugh Jackman, when they first saw the film in public at the Berlin Film Festival, getting super emotional when both of their respective characters died and saying goodbye to the roles together there watching the film for the first time, that they wouldn't come back after that. Well, fast forward through a couple more denials from Hugh Jackman this year in some interviews, and then the breaking story within the last 60 days that indeed Professor X was coming back for Multiverse of Madness, and it was none other than Sir Patrick Stewart. And while there was a ton of contention about that for a couple of weeks, we then got leaked pre-viz effect shots that confirmed it. Indeed, he's in the film. And so when this story comes up today about Hugh Jackman coming back as well, with the details it has, that's why there is more than some
That's me. Doctor Strange movie going up now. Must see. Must watch.
From Giant Freaking Robot, an industry insider editorial, and re-reported in a million places at this point. Hugh Jackman to return as Wolverine in Multiverse of Madness. They go on to report, quote, Patrick Stewart will be making a comeback as Professor X in Multiverse of Madness, and it's his
next
involvement
year.
that convinced Jackman
Oh my
to
God.
resolve to never play the Marvel character again. They go on to include that the outlet has reported that according to its sources, the MCU will not be tampering with Logan or the way it ends Professor X and Wolverine's story. Apparently, both Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman will be playing variants of their original character in the upcoming film. This makes the X-Men film's characters part of the sacred timeline and retains their deaths, thus leaving their journey from the 2000s X-Men and 2017's Logan completely intact. We have a separate report under the headline coming from Inside the Magic that says Hugh Jackman reportedly involved in Doctor Strange 2 reshoots. They go on to report, quote, amid reports that the MCU star Benedict Cumberbatch is currently working 6 days a week on reshoots for the delayed Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
Wolverine.
It seems that Jackman could potentially be one of the actors making a cameo in the project.
Oh yeah, they gonna get him at the bar.
Was previous actor availability, which has led many to speculate that major cameos are coming for Cumberbatch and Olsen. Wanda Maximoff's
What?
There is a world where Game Pass has PC games.
Come on, man.
And that world.
Skip this joint.
Scarlet Witch in their lead film, and as per
wherever Wolverine goes, you already know who's right behind him. Deadpool. Come on now.
The ramming that Sam Raimi's cut of the film in their direction, they are adding people who were previously busy filming a different show, wink emoji, during Principal, and now streamlining a pivotal scene that involves those cameos, basically making it sound like even if Hugh Jackman had agreed after Sir Patrick Stewart had convinced him to do so, he might have had some previous commitments. Now that they've delayed the film and they're doing non-stop reshoots, there's plenty of time to reshoot that scene in full, streamline it, and get Hugh Jackman's Wolverine in there previously where he was committed to something else. They then go on to report, quote, while no names were specifically dropped, reportedly Hugh Jackman's involvement was brought up, and a coy, quote, no idea was the response. And of course,
Wolverine's strong,
what else
bro.
were they going to say? But at this point, what might have been originally felt like a meme when it was pitched to Hugh Jackman and Sir Patrick Stewart, they're starting to see that in this next wave, the multiverse, what's going on with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, they're actually celebrating all the previous Marvel movies and the now defunct X-Men universe, the Sam Raimi universe, the Mark Webb universe. They're bringing all of that into the fold, even the Netflix shows as well. It's a celebration of all the Marvel productions to come before.
On your left.
Viewed through that lens, now Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart, again with enough time between what's going to happen in 2022, shooting these roles now, and how long it's been since 2017.
That was the dopest thing ever, bro. I was about to cry, bro.
Say all the time they're never coming back. I say this about Robert Downey Jr. all the time, and who knows, late into retirement, what he might be feeling like in the next couple of years. All of a sudden, you get that itch again.
Come back.
Never say never. But in this sense, now that it does feel like a celebration of all the old X-Men universes being canonized into the sacred timeline of the MCU, then viewed through that, I think it makes perfect sense for them to come back. And again, if they're playing variants, that doesn't ruin the story they were trying so desperately to keep intact. And again, you know, the leaked artwork is out there. You guys can go see it for yourself. Nothing of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, but the story has been around so long now at this point.
That boy, Shang-Chi, he's strong. He's stronger than Hulk and Thor. I'm surprised.
There's an entire billow of smoke just rising from this right now. So think what you want, but down in the comments, let me know. Are you for it? Are you against it? Do you want to see Hugh Jackman Wolverine come back in Multiverse of Madness?
Does it?
Would you rather him stay out of it? And if he is coming back, how much action do you need out of him for them to make this work?
Oh!
You better not just be there standing there with claws.
I know, right?
If you're going to bring him in, you need to really bring him in. Do you guys agree? Let me know down in the comments.
Hell yeah, man.
Giveaway stuff before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now at 9,000 subscribers.
Is that it?
If you want to be entered to win, all you have to find me on Spot.
Yep, that's it. Hell yeah. Hugh Jackman coming back. Come on now. You got to give us all the action. I'd be pissed. I will be pissed if he just comes. I have that one scene of a cameo and Doctor Strange is going to the bar. You know, they always catch Wolverine at the bar. So predictable. And he'd be like, what's up, bub? And that'll be it. I'll be pissed. I'll be like, throw the whole movie away. Throw the whole movie away. I want him claws out. Claws out. Busting ass. Like, man, Man, come on now. I want to see that rage. Wolverine rage, man. Come on now. I'm telling you, man. The most popular heroes right now is Iron Man and Captain America because of the movies, Avengers and all that stuff. And Spider-Man. Spider-Man's always, no matter what, Spider-Man is always going to be number one. That's Marvel's face. Like how DC, Superman, well, it's Batman, Superman battling for number one. But most likely it's always Superman as face of DC. Marvel, Spider-Man, DC, Superman. It's always, no matter what. But I know for a fact it's people without the Avengers, Wolverine is second, right behind Spider-Man. A lot of people like Wolverine. It's just like this man. He has claws and he could heal. Who? That nigga's badass, bro. Wolverine is badass, man. Come on now, who? Man, that's like, come on now. That'd be so cool if we could get Wolverine facing off with Black Panther, you know, to meet up. But, you know, R.I.P. Chadwick, man. Rest in peace. But, yes, we got to see him in action. Because I know in the comics, Spider-Man and Wolverine had some battles too. Spider-Man, you know my boy Spider-Man won. You know my boy Spider-Man won. But I still like Wolverine, though. I'm so excited. Woohoo! But, you know, if they bring them back in, they have to make a movie. The fans are going to want a movie, another movie of Wolverine. They're going to want it. Or a whole revamp of the X-Men. A whole revamp of the X-Men. Come on now. Hit the like button if you agree with me. Woo! If you enjoyed this reaction and my reaction, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, BreezyB. Takes 1 second. Join the family, BreezyB Squad Nation. We're about to take over one step at a time. Stay humble, stay blessed. Know what the rest, we out. Bye.